Hello everybody and welcome to Free Game Friday, Indie Friday, call it what you will. Today we're going to be looking at something which I don't recommend for everybody. It's an interesting game. It's Katawa Shoujo. Shoujo? I don't know how to pronounce things. Some of you may have heard of this. This actually was a game that was started on 4chan. And it's a dating sim. But the interesting thing about it is that it's a dating sim where all the girls are handicapped. Every once in a while, like, some Let's Player will get asked to do this. And I already said that I was going to be doing this, so let's just check the options. Nothing too big there. Extras. Yeah, we're not gonna go to those. I haven't played this game much. I've seen part of it. I'm definitely going to stop before anything risky happens, because apparently there are risque bits in this, but this is just going to be a very brief look at. A light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wind chimes. That was very difficult to say for some reason. It's a popular retreat for couples in the summer. The deciduous trees provide a beautiful green canopy, far out of sight of teachers and fellow students. But now, in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. I breathe into my cupped hands and rub them together furiously to prevent them from numbing in this cold. Just how long am I expected to wait here anyways? I'm sure the note said 4 o'clock p.m. And yes, the note slipped between the pages of my bath book while I wasn't looking. As far as cliches go, Excuse me. I'm more of a fan of the letter in the locker, but at least this shows a bit of initiative. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. The snowflakes silently fall from the white painted sky. Falling from the white painted sky are the only sign of time passing in this stagnant world. The slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time has slowed to a crawl. The rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone's approaching me from behind. Hi, Hisao? Hisoa? I really should have checked how to say it. I think it's Hiso. It's Hisao. You came? A hesitating, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I've listened to hundreds of times, but never as more than an eavesdropper to a conversation. I turn to face this voice, the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race. Iwanako, I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours? Damn it. I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that was the result? Pathetic. Yes. I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it. A shy, joyous smile that makes me so tense I can't move a single muscle even if I tried. My heart is pounding now, as if it was trying to burst out of my chest and claim this girl for itself. So, here we are, out in the cold. Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. The cacophonous noise is music to my ears. Iwanako flinches ever so softly against the gust of wind. As it passes, she rights herself, as if supported by some new confidence. Her eyes lock with mine, and she lazily twirls her long, dark hair around her finger. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. My throat is tight. Doubt I could even force a word out if I tried. You see, I wanted to know if you'd go out with me. I stand there, motionless save for my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel as if they've been stretched beyond the breaking point. You saw? I reach up to try and massage my throat, only send spikes of blinding pain along my arms. You saw? My whole body freezes save for my eyes, which shoot open in terror. Hisao! Hisao? Hisao? I think it's Hisao. The beating in my chest suddenly stops. I go weak at the knees. The world around me, a cacophony of bare branches, the dull winter sky, Iwanako running towards me. All these fade to black. The last thing I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanako screaming for help and the incessant clatter of the branches above. So as you can see, like, this actually, one of the things that I really like about this game, as opposed to, like, I mean, I've played my fair share of Sims. Okay, maybe not my fair share, but I've played, like, 1 or 2. Most of them are just laughably terrible. Laughably, like, this is not. This is actually a pretty good game. Like I said, I haven't played much. I've played up to getting to school pretty much, but it's got story. It's got emotion in it, actually. This is not really a dating sim so much as it's a life sim, or a sim, essentially. It's like, the art is beautiful. They actually incorporate some actual, like, photographs in these. Like, not, like, direct photographs, but there's some, photos turned into art. And some of the art just looks so beautiful, you'd swear it was, or, like, so realistic, you'd swear it was photos. It's pretty impressive. Okay, there's a way I can skip that. It's been 4 months since my heart attack. And I'm going to go a little bit faster because I do want to get to some of the other stuff before too long. I could skip forward, but I don't really want to do that. 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left alone with thoughts, so I've had plenty of time to come over my situation. Arrhythmia. Strange word for an alien. So he has a heart condition where the heart goes crazy. Okay, just... It's a terrible condition to have. But since his parents are, you know, completely crazy, and what they do is they decide to send him to a special school. And Iwanako stops visiting. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyways. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. And I think, like, one of the worst parts is, like, I realized that the only reason I got so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project. That's terrible. I always hated it. When there was somebody who was ill in your class when you were younger, you'd all get together and make something and send it to them. And, like, whenever I didn't know the person, it just felt off. I was like, it's always like when I'm at work and somebody has somebody has a birthday or is in the hospital and we get to do a get well card or like a happy birthday card. It's always one of those, like, I hope you get better, hope you don't die. That's essentially what I think half the time. It's like, I don't know this person. I can't, you know, like, throw in a anecdote about the great times we've had together, because we haven't had any. But I'd rather it just be from the people that I know. Like, you know, some people, like, send something, yeah. But, like, don't make people. Be like, hey, he's feeling ill. It'd be really nice if you guys did this. You don't have to. You won't get extra credit or anything. It's just, you know, if you want to, we'll set aside some time to do this. If you don't want to do it, just, you don't have to. If you didn't know the kid, just read a book. And then you can seem like an asshole in front of the whole class for not writing a letter to a sick and dying child. Way to go. I've silent thinking some kind of omen. I still ask the head cardiologist for leaving. At some point I stopped watching TV. I don't know why I did. I just did. I started reading, it said. So he reads a ton. And I'm just gonna skip through this stuff because, like, this is good story stuff, but I just want to show some more. So, my parents are here. It's been a few days since I've last seen them. Since I saw them last. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. Is this supposed to be some sort of special occasion? It's not a party. There is a ritual. There is this ritual the head carries. He takes his time sorting papers, then sets them aside as if to make a point of the pointlessness of what he just did. He casually sits down. He looks me in the eyes for a moment. Hello, Hisao. How are you doing today? I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him. I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medication sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription. The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly. So many. I take it from his hands with myself feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? The absurdly long list of medications staring back at me from the paper seems insurmountable. They all blend together in a sea of letters. I actually know, like, a couple of these. Why is erectile dysfunction on the list? Well, it is a 4chan game. This is insane. I think I might have... I remember the first time I played this, I saw one that I've actually taken. Which isn't saying much, because I've been in the... I was in the hospital many times throughout... I've been in the hospital. My life's not over, so I can't say I was in the hospital during my life. But... like, I know a bunch of those things. I'm afraid that is the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so it wouldn't surprise me to see that list fade over the years. Years? What kind of confidence booster is that? I'd have felt better if you hadn't said anything at all. Also, I've spoken with your parents, and we believe it would be best if you don't return to your old school. What? Please calm down, Hisao. Listen to what the doctor... Oh, please calm down, Hisao. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down. Well, he says it tells me he knew full well that I wouldn't like it. Am I going to be homeschooled? Whatever my concern shows, it's ignored. We all understand your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision. At least not until we're sure that your medication is suitable. So I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Yamaku. Yamaku? Yeah, Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students. Disabled? What? Am I... It has a 24-hour nursing staff and only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. A majority of the students live on the campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping them nearby. Independence. It's a school for disabled kids. Don't just try to disguise that fact. If it really was that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point. Of course, it's only if you want to go. Blah, 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 blah. Looks like I don't have a choice. 10 lives... Opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity. Special school. It's an insult. That's what I want to say. Step down. Don't you think? All the students are pretty active in their own sort of way. Geared towards students so they can still get around and learn, but just need a little help in one way or another. That's right. They do amazing things. One of my colleagues at another hospital is a graduate. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. It's what a disability is. I really hate that something so important was decided for me, but what can I do? Normal life is out of question now. It's funny. I thought my life was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I easily yell out something now, something about how I can go back to school anyways. But no, I don't say anything. The fact is, I know it's futile. Around the room, feeling very tired of all this. Hospitals, the doctors, my condition, everything. See anything that would make me feel different. It's not a choice. But the thought of going to a disabled school? What are those even like? Try to put a positive spin. It's very difficult, but let me try. Clean slate isn't a bad thing. That is all I can think of to get me through there. Even if it is a special goal, it's something. It's a fresh start. My life isn't over. It would be a mistake to resign myself thinking that. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the school. Yeah. And I'm now realizing that I really should just be calling this, instead of Free Game Fridays, it's Adam plays a game that he didn't really expect to play because he had planned to play 5 other games before it, but they didn't work. Which is what happened. I was going to play, I Have No Mouth and I'm a Scream, which my recording software just didn't like. Far too pompous. Look at this art. It's beautiful. The shadows are a bit weird, but, probably no. Alright, let's just get it clean, hygienic. No. This is all just talking about the school. It makes me think about the hospital. It does look like a hospital, I'll give them that. Only after I stand in front of them automated building, I surprised myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back. Even if I had no life I could return to. Still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous and with this realization set in my head, I opened the front door. A tall man with bad posture noticed me enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. And this is based off of, can you guess it? Can you guess it? Huh? Who do you think it is? Doctor Who do you think it is? Yeah, it's based off of David Tennant. You must be Niki? Nakai, I think. If I'm pronouncing these terribly, let me know. I always go off of German pronunciations with things because it's the first foreign language I learned. So when my brain goes, hey, foreign language, you should go with this one. They exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy, and he looks at his watch. Head nurse asked you for... I wish I could do a Scottish accent, because if you did not know, David Tennant is Scottish. He's also my favorite doctor. I'm a Whovian, that's right. The head nurse asked you for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that, no, that's just Scotty from Star Wars, or Star Trek. Okay, should I go in later? Yes, afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already. Yes, waiting for me. I don't like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable for a situation like this. Somehow, not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. I wonder why. Thinking of this, I almost missed what the teacher is saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? So there is branching paths. Why? I'm gonna go, yeah, of course. Because I would. That's what I'd do. I'd be nervous as hell doing it, but I'd want to introduce myself. Yeah, sure, I mean, isn't that normal? Of course, but not everyone likes to be the center of attention. Probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. That's why I do it. Right, but it's no problem. Let's go then. My heart is pounding my chest and it keeps thinking about my... Oh, I could die here! You can die in this game, by the way. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. Get a grip, this bitch. So I could easily die. I wonder where our girls are. I know the girl with the black hair in the back is one. I think the blonde is 2. And the one on the far left back. Some of our other mates aren't, or other girls, possible girls, aren't in here. It's pretty spacious. Ceiling, the entire wall taken up by blackboards. Nuh-uh. And the high old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. Desks are just standard wooden desks, simple and efficient. I walk in front, they all look at normal. What? Then why would they be there? They're probably like me and have something wrong with them. Oh, wait. Are we gonna see the girl without arms? There's a girl without arms and a girl without legs, I think. Oh, that's the pink-haired girl is one we cannot date. I think we can with the black-haired girl. I think that's the one who's... Oh. I'm missing the thumb of her right hand. It's a little jarring. Which one was that? I didn't see that. Maybe it's her. Who? Sign language. Yep, these two sign. The pink. I don't know if you can see my mouse cursor right now because I think I have it turned off. But the dark-haired and the pink-haired girl sitting next to each other, they sign to each other. Please welcome our newest classmate. He claps his hands, and so does everyone else, except one girl in the first row who has only one hand. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing in thanks for this applause I did not deserve. Collective silence tells me I should open my mouth now. Oh, I'm Hisao Nakai. After that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. Yeah! He's just like me! And every other 14 user. I hope to get along with everyone, even though I'm a new student. After that, I'm being so boring. Something more exciting. I end up saying nothing, and the teacher picks up from there. I listen to the teacher as he drones out. Everyone seems to be listening intently. When he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. First row girl claps on this round, with her one hand against the other wrist that ends in a bandaged dump. Makes me feel a little bad. We're going to be doing some group work. Okay. Yeah, that's fine with me. No, it's not. I hate group work. Hakamichi. I think that's the dark-haired girl. How could I know? It's assignments and also we'll work in groups of 3. That means I'm going to be going with Hamachi and the girl who will probably break your eardrums when I do her voice. Right, Hamachi right there. Oh, huh? That's her. Yep. That's the girl with the deafening voice that I will be giving her. It was actually the reason, so I wanted to just tell you how I found this game. My roommate was playing it, right? And I sat down and I was I think I'd had like a beer or 2. And I just started giving these guys, like, I narrated the entire time he was playing, and it was just the most hilarious thing ever because I destroyed his image, like, the girl who he was dating in the game, I just because she was a burn victim, I gave her, like, a little ripped up throat, raspy voice, and she turned into Batman in about 4 seconds. And that just destroyed his image of her, and this girl is just the most annoying girl in the game. So I gave her the most annoying voice in the game. And she also, let's see if I can do that was her voice. I won't be doing that for this one, but, what? I'm caught off guard by her laughter. It's nice to meet you! That was the voice, and it just was so grating, especially after having had a couple beers, but it's nice to meet you too. But I'm not Hamachi, I'm Misha. This is Misha, and Hamachi is this girl who signs. So she's a mute. I don't think she's deaf, though. I think she's just mute. But so Misha will speak for her. Like, she'll translate, and it's, like, the best part is, it's not, like, it's just Shizune does the question, ... and then she immediately looks to Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Hamachi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teacher was messing me, saying, you'll be able to talk to people, and who better to explain things to you. I can see you're a little confused, right? You understand why you think I was Shishan? It's deaf, so... Oh, she is deaf. She's not mute, though. But I guess, you know, that's one of the things that goes along with being deaf, is most deaf people don't, because we learn by hearing. We learn our language by hearing. So even if we hear, like, a different language, that's why they encourage, like, teaching children languages young. Because then they'll still have that, like, automatic learning ability. It's deaf, so I'm the person who translates back for her. I'm like an interpreter. She says, it's nice to meet you too. Eventually, they'll just throw in her Shizune's dialogue with Misha. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shishan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he wouldn't have been standing there for no reason, right? Like that. Like, you're the new student. And she'll just break off in the middle and start talking to her. Like, it's great. Like, it's a unique little bit. Like, I can't remember the last time in any game, story, movie that this happened. Like, I'm sure it has. I probably need to watch more movies. Shucks, huh? But, yep, it fits, doesn't it? Did I say that out loud? It's just a surprise. I've never liked that nickname. I missed the nickname. It fits. You look just like I imagined. Yeah, you look just like a Hishan. Hishan and Shishan and Misha. It taps her fingers at the desk to get Misha's attention. They adjust her back for rather excitedly, their hands blur. And that is the crazy, like, if you've never seen somebody sign, like, I'm sure there's YouTube videos. Just watch somebody who, like, has been signing their entire life. It's crazy. They can go so damn fast. Alright, sorry about that. Yep, she's the class president. Which is great because she's deaf. And half the class probably can't understand her. So who better, huh? Familiar size. Like the school, we can show you. I would love to. The hard word a bit. Yeah, I just kind of came to straight class. That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before you go there. I've turned into the prissy girl from Shadowrun Return. No, I'm the Harlequin. Those voices stick with me. Like, every time either if I make up a new little, like, voice, it'll stick in my head, so it'll just randomly pop out again, and then I'll just end up narrating a small anime girl as a crazed, psychotic clown. Yeah. If you haven't seen the My Shadowrun Returns videos, by the way, go check them out. They're great. That's just such a great game. Learn about where you're going? Yeah, I guess I didn't bother to do that, or I just didn't care enough to do so. I don't look forward to this. Misha says something else that ends with a shrug. What was that? It seems like it was about me. Both of them smiled. That shrug hit me unexpectedly deep. Deep. You look down. Are you okay? Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed a test. She can be an absolute bitch. Wah! Alright. And another thing, you don't have to call Shishan something so formal like Hakamichi, or class rep all the time. Just call her Shishan. I'm pretty much 100% sure that is not how you pronounce that, but that's how I'm going to be pronouncing it, because it just sounds fun. So, sorry about that, had to plug in stuff. Ah, okay. Maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizune would be more appropriate. That's a pretty name, by the way. I like that name, Shizune. Yep, Shizune is fine. Okay, that would be a lot easier for me. Feel more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly, I feel like an idiot for being apprehensive earlier, especially about Tsuzune, who I would assume would be all business. She is. Well, she still seems like that. It's just less so, I guess. Look at that frowny face. Look at that frowny face. Huh? Alright, we haven't even touched the assignment. We should start work, or Shishan will get mad. The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it before the end of class. Ah, that too. Yeah, Misha basically turned into Gilbert Godfrey. That's his name, right? Not Arthur Godfrey. Gilbert Godfrey, right? That's the guy who does the 50 Shades of Grey reading. That's amazing. Oh, it's such a crappy book. Okay, I get the message. After class, we can take a walk the rounds. It's a nice thing. Combining the facts of both being difficult and unnecessarily long. So, still, we finished a few minutes earlier than anyone else, despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable. It's quite different, though. The class rep is as calm as professional. Well, Misha is a lot more playful and girlish. And Misha is the only girl, like, out of the bunch you meet that you can't romance. Which I think is kind of funny. Kind of interesting, because, like, for the most part, she's just the vessel through which you hear Shizune's dialogue, which makes me think, like, it's a romance story. This is a dating sim. Let's be honest, this is a dating sim. This is a anime / probably, technically, kind of ish hentai. No tentacles, though. Like, at the very end of it, anyways. So, does Misha stick around for the whole thing? She's beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. Ooh la la. Mutao. Let's just call him David. Let's be honest, he's David. Mr. Tennant. Just like everything in school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern. The classic exterior, the windows open in the courtyard. This is going to be a long episode, too, just by the way. It's a cafeteria. Yes, it is. It's a menu which ingrained into many of them are to accommodate students who have special diet. How nice. It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patient. Pick something at random. Good job. I nibbled indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat. She pokes me in the side and gives my attention points to Zune. I understand science, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite. Yes. You want to know something? What? About anything. We're your guides, so you should ask us if there's something. I wonder. Okay. I'm gonna ask about the library, because I like libraries. I don't want to do that. That would be rude. Oh yeah, is there a library in the school? Lately I've gotten into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Misha. Oh, there is, the second floor. We can show you sometime. Thanks. They're talking about secret girl stuff. Clearly notice conversation sign is not enough to fill a silence. We arrived in the classroom early, but we're not the first. There she is. God, what's her name? They hate each other. They hate each other, I think. I'm pretty sure they hate each other. Because they're best friends. They hate each other. Because of some tragic, torrid, terrible... I don't know. I honestly have no idea. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Behind me, they're having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, she turns to me. Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today. We gotta hurry around already, since there's a lot of work for us to do. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it. Oh, wait. The teacher said I'd have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? That's so. Well, at least we can show you that much. Come on, nurses have their own buildings, so we have to go outside. And I don't remember what Misha's condition is. This is the auxiliary building here. There's official and important stuff like the Yamako Foundation office and all the nurse stuff. They even have a swimming pool just for the nurses. Oh, is that official? Don't be silly. It's for physical therapy, of course. Right. You'll be fine from there. Okay. Bye. Whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education. I guess it's necessary for a place like this. I walk in, hoping that this will really be only a quick visit like the teacher said. Head nurse and a nameplate. And I'm kind of considering doing some more videos of this. I'm getting to the end of this video. I've shown enough, I think, for you to get a feel of how it's going to be. I mean, it's, like I said, it's not your average, like, anime dating sim. It's really not. Like, you don't have to, you're really not trying to get in their pants. It's about building a relationship, and some of these can be pretty damn touching. Some of them can be damn emotional. Hello there, what can I do for you today? Smiling man. He's sort of rugged. He is not. How is that rugged? Are you a nurse? You smile like a person who has heard this very same question many times. Why, yes I am. It says so on the door, no. Look at that freaking smile. How is that rugged in the least? Here's our shake-off. Realizing he should probably grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly, unlike David Tennant's, which is neither sloppy nor firm. Right, I'm a new student in my homeroom. Jesus, I always hated going to the nurse. Like, I had no problem going to the doctors. I hated going to the nurse. Oh, you're that Nakai. This is your file. Sort of conquer this man related to her. Right? You just need to sit down in a vacant armchair. They've got armchairs? Damn them. We have all kinds of facility. Yep, there's always someone from around the staff, even at night, so never hesitate to call. Famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, it's like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. His joke feels so out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said it. I'd be like, that's kind of a douchey thing to say. Just really weird that so many medical people out of school. You'll get used to it. I'm not so sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know about it. Now, let's just find your file again. While he searches for something on his computer and shuffles stacks of papers around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark gray laminate flooring, and all the equipment you expect from a school nurse's office. The other ridiculous educational posters are hanging off our walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day and from all food groups. Smiling. Oh my god, there it is again. The nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So you already have medication for arrhythmia? Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports, rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? Wink. Oh, well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to recommend you refrain from doing that, at least for the time being. Stop winking at me, that's creepy. My reaction makes is raise an eyebrow, but really, I'm not bothered by him forbidding me to kick ball around. Because it never did. I guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good deal. Stop winking at me! Sudden concussion to the chest area? There's no mention of the cause in your papers. Not exactly. I sidestepped the question acceptably and he glances at me over his papers with a more serious expression of face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. Don't exercise, it'll kill you! seriously, you die in this game. Physical therapy, I really think you need light exercise regularly. Look at that frown. Where did the smiling man go? Swimming, there's a pool, so I was told. Yeah, you were very good. At any rate, I'm sure you told us before, just need to don't overexert yourself. He wags his finger. You don't need really, I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risk, take care of yourself. Okay. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Look at that smile. Okay. So, yeah, that is all I'm going to show you for this episode. If you guys want to see more, I know I skipped through a ton of this stuff. Like, I sped through some of it, but if you'd want to see more, I'd be totally okay with taking it slower. Like, leave a comment, a like if you want to see more. Or just say, you know, like, nope. Don't wanna. And that's okay too, because, like, I'm okay with not doing this more. Especially since, you know, I don't know when the sexy bits come. So I wouldn't, you know, it'd be, you know, more work for me to edit and do stuff. Like, I don't edit, honestly. In a couple videos, I've pretty much just, like, crushed 2 videos together because my computer has some issues with video editing software. But still, thanks for watching, everybody. I will leave the link to this game. It is free. So if you want a fun story that also involves some sexy, feel free to check this out. It's like I said, it was made by the guys by a group of people on 4chan. So, like, that's cool that people actually got together and, you know, made a game that looks pretty good. I mean, it's not like, you know, crazy good. A little low on the action, but that you don't need an action to be a good game. I mean, look at, well, I can't say that. Walking Dead had plenty of action, but, you know, it's still a good game. So if you guys want to see more, let me know. If not, that's okay too. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. So thanks for watching. You guys have yourselves a great day, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully. Adios.